Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. 249th post. Today is January 13th, 113. In history, 3 years ago, we had the Costa Concordia crash, which happened on Friday the 13th, January 2012. That story wrapped up in 2014 on November 3rd, another date with the 113 sequence. Remember, 113 is one of these numbers they openly code into Disney and Pixar films. I did a post on this topic earlier. We're talking about Mike Tyson mysteries here. It was episode 237 if you want to watch that after this. Episode 237. This Mike Tyson mysteries on the Cartoon Network, Truth Seeker, is more than just a cartoon. There is a serious message within this cartoon. It's just more pre-programming, more conditioning for our minds of what they plan to do to us eventually, someday, and maybe a day sooner than we think. So, this show, it's directed by somebody named Hugh Davidson. Hugh has the gematria of 44, simple English gematria, and the simple English gematria of 88 for Davidson. Think about the relationship between 44 and 88. They're both multiples of 11. 44 plus 44 equals 88. If you add these two numbers together, you get 132, which is the multiple of 33 times 4, or 66 times 2. In the beginning of the last episode, which is, they're all 11-minute episodes, the sixth and final episode is titled A River Runs Through It into a Heart of Darkness. It debuted this past Sunday, 1/11, curious date, 1/11, 2015. In the beginning of the episode, Mike Tyson's daughter references the magazine The Economist, and it's been making recent headlines because of its curious cover. I want you to notice that Economist sums to 113 in simple English gematria. Look at this cover, Truth Seeker. Just look at it for a second. This is the Economist magazine that's been making the headlines. The word the in Jewish gematria equals 113, and in simple English gematria equals 33. So the is even a coded word, Truth Seeker. It shows you how important this is. But look at this picture right here. And for the purpose of this post, I want you to focus on this face. This face shows us east and west. East and west. Two faces on this world, east versus west. And this episode, this final episode of Mike Tyson, has emphasis on east versus west. This episode is about a canal being built through Nicaragua, something that's always been a goal by traders and merchants going back as far as the 1800s, but has never been done because of how difficult it is. Yet at this day and age, we have the machinery and capability to do it. And as it happens, ground just broke on this project on December 22nd, 2014. There really is something called the Nicaragua Canal being built. They're going to build a canal, like the Panama Canal, through the stretch of Nicaragua. So in this episode, it focuses on Nicaragua. It should be mentioned that in the episode prior, it focused on Arizona and the explosion of the Hoover Dam. What links these two locations? The number 39 in Pythagorean gematria. 39. Throughout the episode, Mike Tyson uses the phrase heavyweight champion of canaling. The word heavyweight is a 133 word. Truth seeker, if you haven't done so already, please go back and watch my video posts or read my written blog posts on Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and so many other heavyweight boxers through history. They all have the coded numerology for names, birthdays. It is very interesting. In the end of this episode, Mike Tyson, who's the main character, delivers a message to a Chinese businessman. And he says, he picks him up by the collar, punches him a bunch in the face, and then delivers the message. The message is, fuck you. Well, guess what, Truth Seeker? Guess what? Can you see what I'm highlighting? Fuck you has a Pythagorean gematria of 39. Isn't it wild? It doesn't surprise me. It makes too much sense because that's what this world's always seemed like to me since the time I've been about 12 years old. Seems like the message, if you really think about things, is fuck you. And who would do this to us? In this show, the voice of reason is a character that has been turned into a pigeon. Used to be a human being, now they're a pigeon. They're the voice of reason in the show. The word pigeon sums to 39. And this corresponds with Tyson, which sums to 93. Keep in mind it's Route 93 that runs past the Hoover Dam, which exploded in the 5th episode of this show. Here's the Wikipedia for the show. If you want to check it out, get more details. 6 episodes. Notice how the first episode was October 27th, 2014, a date with a numerology of 51. The word Michael equals 51 in Simple English Gematria. And the span of days from October 27th to January 11th, look at this big gap between the 5th and 6th episode. This is a span of 76 days. The word Michael in Jewish gematria sums to 76. So even the dates of the shows correspond with Mike Tyson's real first name, Michael. And he's called Michael often within the show. And recall, the past episode released on a date with a numerology of 49, like so many things featuring Hoover Dam explosions, including the trailer to San Andreas, which releases 5/29/15, the 149th day of the year. The trailer features a song by the Mamas and the Papas recorded 49 years ago. All this 49 coding on the Hoover Dam from so many other things, Truth Seeker. The Hoover Dam said to have cost $49 million to build. And remember, this is Evolution Day. This is the day Darwin's Origin of Species was published in history, November 24th, Evolution Day. This past year, it had a numerology of 49 to go with it. So if you got the time, watch this show, Truth Seeker. There's some information here. There's a lot of stuff to be decoded, and it hints at much truth in this world, I think. All right. Let's see. Again, this Economist cover, the East and West, just like in the episode. These numbers down here, Truth Seeker, are 113 and 115. Again, in Simple English Gematria, the word apocalypse is 113, and the word salvation is 113. And that Mike Tyson episode that aired on November 3rd was called Ultimate Judgment Day. Think about that. 115 is another curious word. Trinity, Freemasons, and some other interesting ones. These are numbers that get coded often. True Seeker, I'm going to close with a little clip from this show. Notice it runs 11 minutes, 22 seconds. What Mike Tyson learns in this episode is that when construction begins on the Nicaragua Canal, the sequence will begin that ends the world. And as I said at the beginning, construction began on December 22nd, 1222, 3 days before Christmas. This is what happens in the show after they begin construction.
The Earth has a penis? We're gonna die! Run, moon, run! The moon can't run, Michael.
The moon can't run, Michael. And there you have it, Truth Seeker. All right. Until next time.